DRDGOLD has entered into a sale of shares and claims agreement with Village Main Reef in respect of DRDGOLD's 74% interest in Blyvoor Gold Mining Company. The purchase consideration of the sale will be settled by Village through the issue of 85.714 million new ordinary shares in Village at an issue price of R1.75 per share. And of course, another R1 will be payable in cash by Village. So Simon, let's start. So in other words, Village Main Reef is buying DRDGOLD's 74% stake in Blyvoor Mine. Something that DRD has been trying to actually get rid of for a while.
Current share price is about 179 odd million rand. And yes, I mean, DRD's long since said they want to get out of this deep level mining. Village, Bernard Swanepoel's been on this putting together. He really is looking to do deals and structure and the like, and that's really the space he's moving into. And Blyvoor is right up his sort of alley. They're going to add about 60,000 ounces a year to production, which is at about 175,000. So it adds about a third. The bigger issue is it's a deep level mine. Now, there's been some deals. There was an adjoining property with AngloGold Ashanti owned, and they wanted that deal to go through. They get that as well. And part of the payment happens in about 2 years or within 2 years when they get their new order mining rights, because it's still on old.
And Blyvoor has actually created quite a lot of problems for DRDGOLD, and this is why they wanted to then focus predominantly on tailings dams. Why is Village Main Reef going this route? I mean, given the fact that it's created so many financial issues even for DRD, what is going to be so different for Village?
Look, I think the rationale is at a gold price that looks like it keeps running. And maybe this is the first sign that the gold price may be turning back. I don't know, when people start doing these acquisitions. But given the current gold price, and if your view is bullish gold over the next 10 or 15 years, it makes sense that these companies that haven't been able to be profitable, just from pure leverage on that gold price, will actually start printing money. Not literally, but they'll start printing money, and from that perspective, if the gold price keeps running, you can get these assets at seemingly a cheap price.
So let's just touch on Village as a whole. I mean, it has been one of the companies that, from a share price perspective, hasn't actually been performing quite well. Again, it's pretty much endemic in what we see in the gold mining sector as a whole. Is this going to change the game for Village?
Sure. It's difficult to say, so I'll give the economist answer and sit on the fence. I think given the acquisitions, the history of Village, you can't really look at the history of Village and get any sense of what they're likely to do going forward. I think this is one you have to look at and see whether they're able to bet down these acquisitions, and from there get some sort of conclusion. Now, from my side, I think this poses a few risks. Firstly, I'm not bullish gold at all. Second to that, it's a junior miner, and I'm always reluctant to look at junior miners. So from those two perspectives, I'd say, take a bit more time.
You and Simon have so much in common. Seriously, you like construction, you both don't like gold.
If you're buying Village, you're really betting on the management team who've done great stuff in their previous careers in the big miners and the like. You're also betting on the gold price playing along, and to a degree the rand not ruining the party. Deep level mining is difficult, is dangerous, is expensive, but if gold stays at around the 1700 and starts to move on to 2000 and beyond, any mine can become a viable proposition. The fact that it's deep, that comes to management and the like. And they've taken a rump of assets out of Simmers. They've got a little stake in First Uranium, which they're probably going to dispose of at some point as well. But they really are saying there's old mines out there.
But what happened to the argument it's getting deeper, more dangerous, more costly, strikes, fatalities, electricity costs?
Well, notwithstanding the fatalities, and let's remove that from the equation, because that's something which you can't ever bypass and say that's not significant. But if we start seeing an ounce of gold currently, around 13,000 an ounce, if that starts moving to 15, 17, 20,000 an ounce, suddenly all sorts of mines that were completely non-viable become viable. Depth is just a cost issue. It's a safety issue as well. And that, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it safely, and I think safety has to be paramount. But it becomes a cost issue.
So Simon, hot or not?
Serious.
Village. I am asking you. Hot or not?
No. Look, if you are a gold bull and you really like your adventure and you're an adrenaline junkie and you want a hectic ride, then Village is for you. But if you're looking for nice little stable long-term investments, stay away from it. This is for the punters out there, not for me.
Tshepo, hot or not Village Main Reef?
I don't know how many ifs we've used in this debate on Village, and that's usually a sense that you shouldn't be looking at it. If you putting a lot of ifs in the statement here. So from my perspective, not hot. It is one for the speculators, so I'll sit back and if they profit, they profit.